We turn to the riveting, searing emotional drama. One family and the fallout in the recession. Here's a statistic. More than 80% of Americans laid off during the recession are men, which has led to a lot of dads staying at home with the kids while mom goes to work, the only support for the family. And our parenting contributor, Amplachette Murphy, says that this role reversal in some families is having a huge impact.
Rick Hemmert, a salesman from Ojai, California, used to spend his days calling on clients, not doing laundry.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
But since he was laid off last November, his time has been consumed by housework and the care of his 7-year-old daughter, Elizabeth. To keep the family afloat, his wife, Eleanor, also in sales, has increased her hours significantly, often getting up at 4 a.m. and coming home long after Elizabeth is in bed. Did you ever imagine that you'd be the breadwinner and he would be Mr. Mom?
Never. I don't even like to hear Mr. Mom.
The reversal of roles has turned their marriage upside down.
Okay, I got to get back to work. I have to get back to work.
Yeah. It's very humbling for me to be in this situation. It changes the dynamics of our relationship immensely.
I don't like coming home and seeing him in my apron.
How has it changed your feelings about Rick?
I wish I could say something different, but I've lost so much respect for him.
Although Eleanor's honesty is harsh, counselors say her feelings are quite common.
There's often in cases where couples are facing a role reversal that there's significant resentment. They end up punishing each other and withdrawing, and more tension develops in the home, and nobody benefits from that.
And you have to move that rack up because it's just, you're overcooking it.
Especially children, who often suffer silently. How do you feel when they get mad?
I have to go outside and go on the swing and just like swing, and then until they stop, and then I go upstairs.
She needs more medicine, the first one.
The Hemmerts are not only arguing more, they're sleeping in separate bedrooms, and the emotional pain is evident.
You know, in spite of being laid off, I feel like I'm so blessed.
Yeah.
When I get a phone call from my daughter and she says, "Daddy, I don't feel well, can you pick me up from school?" And I'm here and I'm able to do it. But the backhand is that I don't feel like I have the support from Eleanor.
And that's where the hurt comes from.
Yeah.
Is there any way other than his getting a job that he could be that man for you?
I mean, that's one of the basic things that most little girls grow up thinking, that the man is going to put a roof over her head. He's going to support the family.
We brought Rick and Eleanor together face to face to talk it out.
I just don't want her focus to be, I base your manhood on how many figures you bring home. Because I think when you get down to the root, the man is a person that can handle children, set up play dates. I mean, I would rather be out earning the living.
It turns out, Eleanor resents Rick's time with their daughter.
I'm a woman, I'm a mother, and Elizabeth is everything to me, so I want to be a mother first. All snuggly and warm, and I can't.
And both feel underappreciated.
I think a simple thank you would go a long, long distance, but she doesn't necessarily think she has to do that. It's not an easy process. I have to commit a good amount of time, sometimes even on Saturday and Sundays.
Do you feel that he appreciates the sacrifices that you're making?
No, I don't think he understands at all. I don't get that. You know, I really appreciate that you worked 14 hours today.
If I asked you to complete the sentence, I wish Rick would blank, what would you say?
I wish Rick would gain back my respect by either getting a job of any kind and treat me like a woman.
Rick, how would you complete that sentence?
Respect me for what I am and appreciate me for what I do. Because when you're out of work and you're home every day, you need somebody to boost you. And I need her to give me kind words and not degrading words.
How can you maybe lower the bar a little bit in terms of your expectations And in the meantime, have fun together.
This is the closest that we have been in months, years, sitting this close together.
So much pain in both directions, and we'll let you know what happens with them. So many couples in the tough economic times are seeing their marriages suffer. And for tips on what you can do, sharing your own stories, please go to abcnews.com. We'd like to hear from you as well.